Hey guys, welcome to my second podcast, and I've got with me Codex, who's also observing. How do you put this? The last game was a victory for Homer's team, and Asia, the Japanese team, decided not to have substitutes. I think that's a wise decision considering I was racked up, I think, about 28 to 29 kills, the highest damage last game. So we'll see how that pans out in terms of difference. And as I also mentioned, the addition of Headhunter as well, which is the other reason why they probably don't want substitutes. So now it's a 4 versus 5 match. And as far as trades go, as we can see, there's 2 Trow, a large melee of Berserkers, and a large patch of Archers. And strategy wise, Homer Captain, he's deciding that all middle and to spread out. I've got that all highlighted for you. You can read the chat if you're maximize the YouTube screen. So what else was I going to say? The percentages are a very even spread. Headhunter's only got 19%, but I think that's because he's more of a
game
support.
on.
And to mention that I think that might be because he's the Trow, so he has a larger, the more damaging units, the Trow, but it looks like less percentage on the thing. So we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, so who is BoysToMen actually playing against? Who's the other team called?
That's HR, the other team. I don't know if this voice is coming through, by the way, so if it sounds like I'm talking to myself, he just asked me who the other team was, so, and that is HR, and they've been around since the early days of Myth, I think.
Oh, right, and it actually looks like BoysToMen is a larger team, but that is because me and you are spectating, you know, but first time I saw it, it looked like we had a larger team, yeah.
Yeah, the rules pretty much state that if they don't want substitutes, then that's it. You can't have them. So the last tournament was basically if you were a man down, you can have a compulsory substitute to beef up your team, but only by one.
Yeah, so no more than one substitute, right?
Yeah, but if if you have less on your team and you want a substitute, the other team actually has to agree to it.
Yep, yeah.
And if I move the camera over here, we have a goal flank, and that is Terry the Kid, and he's probably the main ringleader organising HR. So he's change of pace that he's taking over. Then it's normally been Ging or Ginger, or I nickname him as captain for Age.
So, all the players on the other team, do they play regularly? Because I haven't seen them on the server that much.
They're a semi-regular team. I'd say they only play tournaments these days, but I mean they're around. The thing is that they've got their own time zone, the Japanese Pacific time zone, so they're actually playing around 8-9 o'clock their time.
Okay, is that AM or PM?
In the morning for them, yeah. I think it was 10 o'clock actually, in the morning for them.
Yeah, that would make sense relative to my time over here.
So on my screen I've got the mini map, and I'll just show you the blue dots is where BoysToMen is, and the red dots, because I'm on one team, the red dots depicts the enemy, which is actually Age. And as you can see, there's a large middle force here and a blockade, and these runs here are this water, those 4 pillars, and there's a lot of walls and things. So if I go over here, there's this sort of grate here, which is on this map, is that thing there. As you can see, it's a pretty even percentage. Here we go, the trail, Ape's trail, we don't catch it. So Apes just pushed on the offensive and pressed the advantage, and there was a bad warlock shot by, I think, Arsenal that hit all of his own archers and damaged a lot. And Ape, he took about 50% of a trail. If you had those 2 trail up, he would have taken about 50% damage. But that was well worth it. You can see Age are like now 20% ahead in army percentage from that dispute, I guess you could say. And Homer wants to shadow him, which basically means he wants the tough units, these Trow, Headhunter, and I didn't notice, but now his Trow is quite weak, so that's real heavy advantage on Ape. And now Ape's coming in. He's really laying into him. And I think this game is really in favour of Age at the present moment. They just wiped out another squadron of Cremisi. So Cremisi's out with 0%, Arsenal out with 0%. The 24% is the Trow, now 23, and Homer is left with only 17. So they've actually only got 70% left, and that's, there was a nice takedown.
Indeed. Yeah, I think they really lost it at the beginning with archers. Some of their archers got killed at the beginning, and then the Trow went and killed, you know, some other units. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see like a bit of bad teamwork happening in the chat. You can see, like, as I saw earlier, Homer wanted the shadow, and he obviously didn't get the message. So there's a bit of angriness there.
Yeah, well, that can happen in myth team-based games, you know.
And the thing is, Asian actually lose their trowel. It's like stoned somewhere off in the distance, somewhere here. If you look on that mini map, the trapezoid, the yellow thing, see, there it is there. It's not actually dead. It's a scout. He's going to go for the percentage kill, because there used to be in some of the tournaments, you actually get points by the amount of percentage you racked up as well for qualifying. So if this was that kind
Flag
of game,
contested.
they would have had like an extra 7 points, because they have, if you round to 70%, 1 point for 10%. So
Flag
you know what I mean?
contested.
So, I mean, it's a bit of interesting thing to know. There's a difference in the many tournaments, and this is kind of the last ditch attempt to see if they've got like plethora
Flag
of that flag.
contested.
There's no way that one Trow's going to be able to take down. So it's essentially suicide. No.
Yeah.
Trailing.
They're not going to be able to stay on the flag with those
Flag
warlocks.
lost.
Yeah.
Team
And that's
eliminated.
it. That's the end
Game
of
over.
round 2 in qualifying. Age versus BoysToMen.